in Green Bay. Jordan Love looks as comfortable. They got Josh Jacobs in the backfield. They are a complete football team. And if they represent the NFC in the Super Bowl, I don't think anybody is going to bat an eye. And obviously, the mega trade that was made, unfortunately for me as a fan, of Micah Parsons going over there. So I think a lot of what I'm waiting to see with Green Bay is, can Jordan Love keep this consistency? He's been up and down a little bit to me, and you just want to see him kind of stay even keeled. Now, he looks much more comfortable in this offense. And Matt LaFleur wants him to push it downfield. They want to be explosive as an offense. And I think sometimes last year, if we're being honest, we watched him struggle early in games, turning the football over, and then you could see those glimpses of, dang, this dude going to be really, really good, and this team going to be really, really good. They came into the season with high expectations before Micah Parsons. So I think they are one of those top-tier, top-5 teams in the league. I just think Buffalo and Baltimore have been doing it a little bit longer, so I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. But if you were asking, I would probably put them behind Philly at 4. Philly would be the third best team. I haven't really loved all the Philly performances, but how in the hell do you take away from a team that just wins any way they can?
That's right. And they feel invincible, to use their, the Vince Papale phrase for Philly. And they do feel that way. And they, as I was saying last week, the Chiefs and the Eagles may have swapped places, where the Chiefs are the team that can't afford to make the mistakes. Yep. And the Eagles are the team that if you make one single mistake against them, they will beat you over the head with it. And they did 100%. That in that moment where Mahomes and Kelsey didn't connect. A few minutes left here with Marcus Spears here on the Rich Eisen show. So which 2-0 team? Colts. I'll throw you the Niners. I'll throw you another 2-0 team. And I'll throw you the Bengals. Tampa. Well, Tampa. Yep. I think Tampa is Super Bowl worthy. I think we know who they are. I really do think. I'm concerned about Kancey being out. Where are they going to get some pass rush? I get it. But, I mean, I'm not worried about them. Mm-hmm. Which one is realer? In the Niners, despite their injuries being 2-0, the Colts at 2-0, the Bengals, I know they've lost Burrow, but I know
you believe in Jake Brown.
Yeah,
I know.
I know it's provided some topic bars for some television shows. But, I mean, honestly, Browning won one game above 500 in his 7-game stint when Burrow got hurt significantly a couple of years ago. All he's got to do is go one game over 500, and I know it will be a longer period than just 7 games. That would be a 10-7 season, and maybe the Bengals get Burrow back. Who knows? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Listen, so, I completely disagree with you that he's going to play well, but I would not be shocked. Here's what people have to understand.
Sure.
And this is why there is some validity to what you're saying.
Okay.
Jake Browning has been in this organization. He understands what Zach Taylor is wanting to do offensively. I don't think anything is going to change. Now, can he be as dynamic with the ball as Joe Burrow over a consistent time is what I would love to see, because I'm with you. If he can, obviously we know Jamar and T is out there. He has significant playmakers. Cincinnati has shown some life on defense a little bit, but I just have to be convinced that Jake Browning can perform well enough, because this team still is about scoring points, and a lot of them. They not gonna win 20-17. That's not the type of games that they are going to play. They gonna have to be a high-powered, prolific offense. I don't think that defense is just gonna stand up over and over again as the season goes along. The realer one to me with this 2-0 start would probably be, out of the 3 teams that you just gave me, I would probably have more confidence in Kyle Shanahan. And it's I love what Robert Saleh is doing now defensively. San Francisco look like that fire is back. We know how good Fred Warner is. Brother, I'm telling you right now.
I know, right?
We just don't talk about him enough. I even feel bad for not talking about how this dude is great at football. And I think that matters when you start talking about kind of San Francisco and who they are and what they're going to be. I love Brock Purdy and the way he's played and shown that he is the guy. But Mac Jones, when he was coming out, I was vehemently against him going 3rd overall. I just didn't think he was a 3rd overall talent. Obviously, Trey Lance didn't end up being that either.
Yeah.
But I think Mac Jones obviously fits what Kyle Shanahan wants to do. He's a cerebral quarterback. If you can get him to take care of the football, his eyes and all of that stuff goes to the right place. And Kyle is obviously Kyle is not bringing quarterbacks in to back up his starters that he doesn't believe he can win with. So yeah, I think the 49ers are going to be something to be reckoned with, and obviously with being able to get their guys back healthy as the season goes along is what you hope, because it's been a team riddled and decimated by injuries. They've been probably more unfortunate than anybody when it comes to dudes missing time and not being available. And we're not just talking about some guys that back, we're talking about the superstars for their football team. So hopefully they can get rid of that injury bug, and they'll be a team to be reckoned with as the season goes along.
Yeah, I like to do top 5 lists around here, Marcus. If I did a top 5 list of guys in the NFL who I think there are 2 of on the field at once, Fred Warner might be at the top of the list. You know what I mean? Like, how many how many of them are on the field? Because like, he's wearing the same number, but how could he be in those places like that? I am with you, man.
Look, you can get excited when you watch him on TV because you see the plays and the announcers are saying, brother, when you turn the tape on like we do to study these games, it's unbelievable how many plays he's affecting when he's not making the tackle.
That's right.
Like, it's like, is he a part of 100% of the defensive plays that are happening? But he is phenomenal, and he is also a guy, Rich, that I believe once you get into the playoffs, and I used to talk about this, I played with DeMarcus where I played with T.O., he's a guy that brings the best out of everybody around him. And I think in order to wear those gold jackets and be in that Hall of Fame, there has to be something about you that the guys next to you, the guys behind you, they benefit from you being on the football field. I think that's a big deal when we start talking about being great. And I think Fred Warner is great.
Last one for you, Marcus. 2 teams that we haven't mentioned in this conversation who are absolutely in the top maybe 5, if not top 7 in the league, are both teams out here in Los Angeles. I don't know if people sleep on us out here because we arrive late, we leave early and things like that to beat traffic. And we got the sun here, and, it's a hard-nosed sport here. But the Rams and the Chargers can both hit you in the mouth. And there are big games for both this weekend, for both being 2-0. If you had to put your marker on one of them, Chargers-Rams, to go last longer, it would be which Los Angeles team, Marcus?
I would probably go Rams over the longevity of the season, because I don't think the NFC is as strong as the AFC. Okay. That's number one. And we know the Chargers got to play Kansas City again. And I'm not ready to bury Kansas City, Rich. I don't feel like this team is going to go quietly in the night. But I do love what the Chargers are doing. They have an identity. And obviously you give a lot of that credit to Harbaugh. He has bought and sold into Justin Herbert. And not only did he talk about him, he's showing, like, he's making sure that Greg Roman elevates Justin Herbert at the quarterback position. He's playing phenomenal. But I've seen Matthew Stafford win a Super Bowl. I've seen the Rams go on the road against Philly, which ended up being the best team in the NFL with an opportunity to win the game on the road in the playoffs.
In the snow. In the snow.
So, and I got a lot of confidence in this defensive line. Another guy that I think doesn't get enough credit for what he does. I know we talk about him. We run through the highlights. Puka Nacua is as good as they come at the wide receiver position.
Yep.
Devontae there now. Like, the Rams are, and they still are. Here's the thing I love about McVay. McVay wants to push the ball down the field. He wants to be explosive, but he does not get away from the roots and the nuts and bolts of football, and that's the line of scrimmage and being physical. So I think the Rams have a chance for that longevity, one, because of the division and the conference, but also because they've shown us that they are formidable against the Super Bowl champs.
All right, we got to do this more often, Marcus. I'm not lying.
Let's do it, bro.
Okay.
You got my number now,
I know,
man.
yes, and I'm about to text you mine. So there's no excuses. We're out of excuses.
No doubt.
Thanks again, Marcus. You're the man.
All right, my brother.
Marcus Spears, everybody here. Check him out on all shows on ESPN right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.